How you doing, Ralfy? Ralfy Customs. Fucking it's beanie out weather. Warm in the day, cold at fucking 12 o'clock this morning. Bit of a vlog and an update on the Norton Triumph Triton build. Yeah, Triton build. First up, I need to fix that poster behind me, look. But I really want to thank everyone for the support. Everyone that's been watching. If you're new to the channel, please give me a sub and a thumbs up. It makes a huge difference. So come and have a look at what I've been up to. We've got our DB chollers. We did, I'm sure I videoed this and put it out, but I can't find the fucking clip or whatever, so we made these stainless sit-over spaces to get rid of that horrible chunk of fucking aluminum, and that meant that we can use all of the bolts that are the stand, which means that we can get it sitting proper. We also did the head steader. It incorporates a coil mount and the ignition. Yeah, so that's all good and well and good. What's left is rear pegs for if it can ever get a fucking bird. Well, I don't see the point, but there you go. Happy days. And a fucking lid for this, or a cover on the frame. It was on about a cover on the frame. So we're going to make a cover on the frame. A nice tin cover. We might need to put a power bulge out of it for the battery. I've got a motorback one there that's as tall as the one he's going to use. It's just not as wide, but that'll give us a good thing to work off. And I've got the one on the shovel head is the same as the one he's going to use, so that's all right. Right, and we've got our fucking Lees. Big Bad Leroy. What I'm going to do next is a machine. My materials came, the right grade to weld. I'm going to make some U-channels. I'm going to slot this out. Yeah, it's going to sit around the shocker. So the shocker's going to sit about like that. That's going to be shaped in two halves. So it's going to be split and then have the corners off it and an hole in it. And then a groove. Well, I'll probably do the groove while it's still in one piece for the shockers to go on. So we'll have it each side. We're going to make a U-piece like that welds on the swing arm and a bolt goes through. Fucking happy days, that is. I'm looking forward to that. We've got our grams back. You may recall, regular viewers will see that I fitted this rear section. It turns out that how it all works with the wheels and swing arm and everything is using, it needs fucking moving back a little bit. So that's that. So we've got to move that. We've got to fit his Sportster engine in with the reverse head. You see this is a rear head on the front. Yep. So we've got to fit that into the frame and do some other bits and bobs. There's quite a comprehensive list of engineering solutions that we need to do there. So plenty of engineering and plenty of fabrication on that one. And the new projects here. Oh, look at this bad boy. VN 1500, early one. Proper early one. I've been assured that it runs like a fucking Swiss watch. So that's good. Mechanically sound, but yeah, cosmetically rough as fuck. I'm going to have a full strip and some mods. I'm seriously thinking of chopping the back off it, putting some rails up for a fat bob rear fender, so we'll give it that Harley look, because it's a metric Harley, isn't it? You know. And then keep it as a fucking slug light. Sort the forwards out, they're fucking shocking. Oh, everything's shocking, what am I saying? But it's all there. The basics of a decent fucking chopper there, isn't there? I mean, it's lovely. Oh, it's got a nice stance to it. So, yeah, it's got potential. Sure has some potential. Righto, so we've got this block. I've got me CAD. It's not. I'm not using CAD. I'm using pad, and pad, and it is fucking pad. Where is it? I've lost it. Oh bollocks! Got to be a paper somewhere with the fucking sizes on it. So I'll dig that out. Basically, we need to size this. I'm going to use this face cutting shell mill. I don't know what you fucking call it, but that's the plan. We are going to take a skim off. Yeah. I reckon this will be just fucking peachy. I've turned all the inserts around and we're running at not only 900 RPM, you know, because it's aluminium. So I'm not really used to this tool a lot, but I'm hoping that it helps me hog this down to size okay. Yeah, look at that fucker go. Nothing wrong with that. Although it's showering me in fucking chips. What I do all four sides, take it down to size. It needs like 15 mil off fucking one side, I think, looking at my drawing, so I might have to have a rethink, but we'll get on it. Righto, so we're just finishing off the last cut, squaring it up. What I've done, I've took 20 thou cut off each side, so half a mil off the actual dimensions. Should leave me with 49 by 49. Let me just let this finish, right? We'll let this work its way to the end, and then we'll have it out and have a look. So, here we go. Undo. So we have got a very square, same dimension, not done the ends, not bothered. Now I need to look at this. One needs to be 35 mil, which is fucking like that much off it. 15 mil off it. So do I just do progressive cuts with this bad boy? I mean, it'll do it. You know what I mean? I'll have a measure and have a think and see what's what. I think we're just going to make chips fly and fucking make the old Bridgeport sweat a bit like, and we'll machine 15 mil off this surface. It's going to be easier than trying to saw it or grind it or some other way of doing it. Right, we're on 480 thou off. I've lost a fucking bit of paper, but we're making it up as we go along anyway, so it don't really matter. I need to machine one dimension of this down to 38 mil, thereabouts. And it's 50 mil now, thereabouts. So we want 480 mil off. Let's fucking see. I'm doing 100 thou depth of cut. So, hold on to everything. And we'll see how this does. Get a chatter there, look. It's not overly happy. Doing it, though. There you go. It's putting up a bit of a squeal, but it's getting through it. Right, we've reduced the width to about half the cut-off, just over half the cut-off. So let us fucking see. Same depth of cut, another 100. So I need to write that on there, look. That'll do for me. I don't know how noise cancelling this microphone is. It will either sound horrendous, like it does to my ears, or it'll be absolutely fine. But we'll get through this, don't worry. Alright, that's cool. We're almost there. We just need 20 thou off to get it to size. So, in we go with the last cut. It should be fucking, look at the chips flying. I use one of these, look. That's my fucking, there you go. All the way from the Amazon, look, from the rainforest, bless them. That's what I used to protect myself from flying chips. Because although it's aluminium, it's still fucking burn when they stick down your shirt front, you know what I mean? Anyway, we're going to take 20 thou off. And that should give us the 38 by 50, or, well, it's 49 and a bit, which is absolutely fine. So after that, we'll look at machining a slot to take the shockers
drilling the through holes and splitting it into two. So let's see how we get on with that. Okay, fucking okay. Now we're just going to square the ends up. This long series fucking mill. Well, milling cutter, not a mill. The machine's a mill. The milling cutter. So I'll slot that off. I've another. Ooh, hold on. Sorry, I'm twiddling with my handles off camera. I'll lock that off. Not quite there, are we? Give it another nudge. Here we go. Now we'll stick at that. Drop it down to there. Not quite long enough that cutter, but I don't want to stand apart on end to do it. Most of this is going to be machined away. I just want a good basis to mark up from, so we'll get that out of the way. Turn that fucker off. Blow it. Give it a spin around. Round and round. Go. And then do it all again. Okay, so we've got some die cam on the job, and we're going to do this mark. We're going to mark these out once it's dried. We'll let it dry for a minute. We can mark out the size, 45mm from each end, gives us each half of this job. And then we've got 5mm up for the bit we're leaving on. We're not cutting the channel that deep, we're leaving 5mm, and 22mm from the bottom for the shocker hole. So all will become apparent. Righto, so you will see roughly marked out is the bottom of the slot. Yeah, so we're going to chop in this way, not in this setup obviously, down and leave that 5mm. And then we've got the two holes for the shocker. And I've, ignore that line, that was a stray. But I've kind of marked out a rough idea of the shape. I might just radius these corners. Yeah, we'll see. I'll have a think about it. But either way, we've used a spinny pointy, look, to line up on the holes. And we've set a DRO, we're going to buy that one. We've set that to 0 on that hole, like so. And then we've moved along the required distance and set a 0 for that hole, so we can go between the two accurately. And we will run through with a 6mm, 9mm, and then a 14mm. So just some drilling. Drilling and boring, but pretty drilling. Not very boring. Come on. Just trying to get my feed working. So, training with a 6. Bit of looby-dooby. I need to check my stops. I should have done that first, but there you go. Not to worry. Now we'll run through with that 6mm. And then open it out. You can join me when we're finishing off, really. I'm with a 7, which is... sorry, the 9. Fucking 7. Which is going to be a bit aggressive, but we'll be neat. Like so. Just pull you out a little bit. Ooh. Happy days. Oh, finally. The big old 14mm. Might be a bit leery. Happy days, look. Nothing wrong with that. Chips get too big, you can either get in the way with your bottle, which is probably not the best way. We can break the feed, come away, and then get in the way with your bottle. Look, work them off, that's what I do. In the way the tips out on your bottles, like, but it gives you a chance to get a quick squirt in there, which is never a bad thing. So that's that one done, and we can just wind it across to our second position on the DRO there. All right. Not easy to do it quickly and accurately, so bear with while I fumble it. Oh, fuck off. Come on. There, bang on that is. Get it started. Bit of lube. Feed on, engage feed. And there we go, happy days. Destroying most of my marking out with the swirly whirlies like, but you know. But such is life. A more sensible person would stop that, wouldn't they? They'd just fucking turn it off, look, and then take this off like so. But I tried to avoid that. Anyway, that's them done. I'll flip it over onto its bum, and we'll look at cutting that slot, unless I'm going to radius the corners. If I'm going to radius the corners, then I'd like to do that before I cut the slot, which means I'm going to have to split them here. Let me see. I'm going to have a quick look and a think, yeah, and I'll work out what's what. All right, we've gone with a split. The reason is that I'm going to mill them to this line, both sides, and I can't do the middle with the joint together. So I'll do them separately. I didn't want to slot them first because it will be, one of the edges will be unsupported and it might flap about and crack or fucking do something like, you know what I mean? You might get upset, as we say. So they're drilled through, split them in half. I'm going to mill them angles on and then we can slot them. Get them clean up and they should be ready to see about getting them welded up. So we have got a line, maximum height there, look. We've got spacers in place and we've set the stop so our bottom's out when we're at the right height, and now we can just take carefree skims off of these until we get there. And then we've got the same, I don't know if you can see my marking outline, but we've done the same thing here. It's just happened to be opposite each other. Stop set at that line and we work our way down. There we go, look. That's one side done. I've just come in to take the last bit off that one. And we'll be happy days. Righty fucking odor. So, here we go. There's the two triangles. What I need to do now is cut a 20, whatever it is, slot in there. So I'm going to check my drawing and go from there. I know. What we've got now is this slot cut out, look, I've marked. So it's just level with that flat and in the middle there and through. And what you've missed me doing is some of the roughing out. I've set a depth stop so I can literally just plunge and work my way backwards and forwards. Just like this. And then once I get down to depth, I'll move it this way and this way in order to get the finish that I want. Yeah? So I'm just coming up to depth now. My stop is set there. And that'll do for me. So there's the bottom of the slot, if you like. So now what I need to do is guesstimate about halfway and take this back out like so. Look, you can't see very well, but I'm just going to backwards and forwards again just to machine the back out up to that marking outline or maybe slightly shy. The biggest issue I have with this is not having a milling cutter that's quite deep enough. So I'm down to the bump stop, which is going to be there. And then machine that back out with the 2-flute slot mill. This is exactly what it's made to do, look. Do a quick rough cut, and now we're coming back to our finished cuts so that we can hit that line. Right, so, and then we'll just work gently backwards and forwards. One more will do, mate, I think. Little kiss on there. there you go. So, switch this up. Here we go. Slide out to set the shocker. We will repeat with that one. And then they're sorted. Righto, chollers. So, yeah, this is it. Look, I've not got any 14mm bolts. So I've turned down a bit of black bar to make a stud, a fitting stud. Ali's going to have to get some more tensiles or something that he's happy with, like. But for me, I'm there. I need to clean this face up and probably clean the inside face up. Not quite sure what I'm going to use to do that, but I'll do it. I need to mark front and back because I can't tack them in place with a shocker in there. I'm not even sure I can tack them in place with the back wheel in there. I might have to drop the back wheel out and fucking go from there. I'm not sure. I'm going to see how it goes, I think. Definitely no shocker. I will fucking cook the rubbers like in a fucking heartbeat. So what I'll do, I'll clean them up. I'll clean the swing arm up, front and inside and out, like. They get rid of this shit. There's clear coat on it. And mark a scribed line. And then I don't know what I'm going to fucking do. I might put a straight edge up the inside, clamp it to it. Not sure. Might take the swing arm out the fucking bike, to be fair, like. That might be the way it goes, but we'll see. I'll work something. Righto, so one's on. Did it in position, marked a line, clamped it. Got a couple of tacks on, 4 tacks, one in each corner. Didn't film it. Because what can you see, you know what I mean? Big shiny fucking bright light you're not supposed to look at. And me swearing a lot. It will need welding under there and down the back there. I ain't doing that in situ. So that'll do. It was these holes are less than convenient. They just tend to drag a bit of shit up there. I've got no way of cleaning it out. Hence, it's a bit black there, but it's all good. And that's it. That's the other ones on. They're waiting for the great god of heat to dissipate. Just leaves the rear peg mounts on my brief, and then we're on to a few other bits and bobs. Oil cooler if he's having one, steering stops, the head steady to tie into the traditional look, you know, that kind of thing. So it's been right. So shocker mounts are on. Happy days. They need welding underneath, like I've said, but I'll do that off. And it just leaves this stage of the game, leaves the rear sets to be fitted. So Lee's been up and had a sit on, and I made notes that I forgot about, and then messaged him like a dickhead. But there you go. Well, about 4 inches back from that rail, and no lower than that. So we can use that as a datum light. You know, this bottom of the rail fucking action, and we'll make it. We'll go with CAD. Remember my CAD? I've cut one out and fucking promptly lost it. It's got to be somewhere. But I've started to formulate a plan, and we just need to choose suitable material. I was hoping to use a bit of this, like, but it's not fucking. It don't give me enough to get around this corner, like, which I want to do with it to emulate and strengthen that area. But we'll get right. So we've got 2 CADs there, cardboard aided design templates, CAD tees. And we're looking at, we've got 6mm plate, fucking on paperweight, which is, I think, is too thin. It's what I've made the rest of the gussets out of, but we've got a wee bit of 8mm plate. And then we're big jump up to fucking 12mm, which I think's way OTT, you know. I think I'm going to have to scratch them out of this. Just squeeze them out, and they're just about fit. So that'll be plenty of grinder action to trim those out, which I'll spare you. But basically, I'll draw around them with the old soapstone fucking chalk and get them cut out. And then I'll tack them together and clean them up accordingly, I think that's the way to Righto, so we've roughed them out. We've done the curve there, look, and tacked them together. What I'm going to do now, I want to true. I want to true these edges up. So what I'm going to do is take a nice light cut that's really fucking difficult to do one-handed, so bear with. I'm going to move in like so. Move across like so. So we're going to mill this edge square. We'll do the same with the other edges, the other straight edges, like, and then we can go from there, can't we? And onto the turn that off. And onto the drilling and tapping of these holes. Now there's 60 on the 60 centres on the foot peg hangers, and I've double checked. I've measured from this edge to that edge using the digital readout, and worked out I need to come in 9 from each end. So I'm about a mil off on my fucking marking out, which would have been a bit tight. So I'll trust my DRO. I've set my crossfeed this way. Cross slide is fixed. That's locked off. So they will be in line and true. And I'll do that one 9 from the end, and then I'll come 9 from this end. Yeah, and go from there. Okay, in with the pilot. So just get started with a little centre drill. Just chip away, because very delicate little things these are. I don't want to go straight in with a tapping drill. Like so, and now we can fuck it off that way. 60 mil, look, like this. I'm looking at a digital readout, you can't see that, but we're on 59.28. Come on, motherfucker. Yeah, bang on 60 mil, that is. So again, just chip away at it, a little bit of oil on until we get it started, then we'll take it out to the tapping size, like so. Move my hand up. Yes, 6.8 drill bit. Could use auto feed, can't I? But yeah, we'll be a little bit of lube, because that's what separates us from the animals. We'll get this one done, and then we'll move it back 60 mil and get the other one done, ain't it? And now with the sprung loaded tapping guide, we can put a bit of pressure on and work this machine tapping like so. And once that gets started, we'll just let it take it. Lean onto the camera, sorry, wobbly. So we'll do this, look. And there's no need to back off with the machine tap, it clears its own swarf. So let's just work that in and cut ourselves a nice thread. And there we have it. One of them bolted up, well, they're both bolted up, but I can't show you both. Well, I can, but I can't be asked. So we're going to kind of park them on there somewhere, and we'll use a big square, and we'll use a angle finder to make sure the foot pegs are not on the piss. And then all we've got left to do then, I should say, is sort out the master cylinder, make some kind of something to mount that bad boy. There's one on. We have set the angle of the dangle finder, magic box in there, and zeroed it out. It's not on zero at the minute, I'm fucking about with it. To get it on zero there, so we know that we're dead square. And we have, I do it best we can this way. You see that this is running true. And that, if I can get that out, okay, is position 1. I'm not sure about the rear brake. That might have to wait until we get our lane because I don't know where he wants his foot. You know, everyone's a bit different, isn't they? We'll see. Same with the gear change. I will repeat exactly the same this side. And again, leave the gear change. I need a steel end, this end, that I can put some kind of rose joint or something similar to do a linkage to this bad boy once we get that on. So, obviously, the work I've done is fucking impeccable. Maybe. And most of the originals all tigged, so that's beautiful. This is shit on there. I mean, fucking shit. Look at that. I can grind it and do a bit like, but it's never going to look fucking amazing. And well, you can see the rest of it. That bracket someone's put on, the welding's a bit shit. Same with that one. It's running a lot. But I can weld and grind and smooth out. Fucking battery tray, leaving that on there, rough cunt. Anyway, that's all right. So, you got my handiwork. As always, a bit of fucking, that's actually not bad for me. And then you've got this fucking mess. So, see what you think. So happy days. Fucking good. Well pleased with that. Took longer than it appears in a 30-minute video-ish. Half hour, 25 minutes, whatever this is. It just leaves me, as always, to move me fucking bit of paper that I found and then ignored out of the way. And thank you for watching. Yeah, it makes a huge, huge difference if you give me a thumbs up and give me a sub. Check out the merchandise in the description below. You'll see there's lube gear there, if you know what I mean. And check out my friends as well. Lots of love, everyone. And I'll see you on the next one.